Here's a great idea for your next outing. A cruise of the L.A. Harbor on a Spirit Cruises yacht. Spirit Cruises offers everything you need to relax and enjoy your time on the water. For more information, call 310-548-8080 or visit spiritmarine.com.
Welcome once again to another Thrashpie Radio Podcast. You know, these pods are created to commemorate Southern California's metal radio gem, KNAC-FM. A slight departure from the historical documentation that I usually do. I want to focus a bit more on the camaraderie that developed between those of us who were fortunate enough to work there. And what follows is a clip from a reunion done in about 2005-ish or thereabouts and produced at Cerritos College Radio Studios. Present in studio is Mike Stark, hosting and producing. Ron Russ, our genius engineer and voice talent. Brian Schock, program director and air talent as well. Stu Herrera, genius production guy. And yours truly, Thrashpie. There's probably some other people that I'm forgetting to name. But the point is, one of us asked for a memorable story, and the voice on the phone, the person being interviewed, which belongs to Remy, the Maxwell, relayed this too-real rock and roll KNAC story.
Let's see. I don't have a lot of memories.
Of anything. Remember? He has no memory.
Okay. But I do remember my first gig, my first paid gig for KNAC. I started, my first day on the air was my birthday, my 22nd birthday. Shortly thereafter, I got a gig to do, Greg had hired me, and I got a gig to do a Red Onion in Thousand Oaks. So I go out there, trek out there, it took me a year. Get there, start, somebody send in, Stu, who was the DJ that spun all those Red Onions? Mike?
There was a couple. There was a guy named Johnny who was really...
No, Mike, guy with long hair.
Mike Mayhem or something like that?
Yeah, Mike Mayhem. That's it.
And,
So the people are sending over Shot to Jack. I couldn't do Shot to Jack, which I ended up doing many Shot to Jack that night. Needless to say, end up on the bar stool. I can't talk. I grabbed the mic from the guy. The guy, Mike sits me up on a bar stool on the dance floor. We're doing a bikini contest. He's like, just sit there, look like you're doing something. I'll handle it. I grab the mic, start getting the crowd to call him every name in the book. Then the first chick comes out, comes right to me. Bolt-ons just flying in my face, and I just latch on with both hands. The chick loses it, runs off. She's automatically disqualified. And then my next move is to fall face first onto the dance floor.
Oh, God.
I collected my money. They paid me. I left. I puked in the car on the way home. I had to pick my mom up at the airport at 6 a.m. who was coming in to visit.
Ouch!
And next day I get a call from Missy, who was one of the...
Yes, it was her account.
She's like, what happened last night? I'm like,
I don't know.
Ask somebody else. I have no idea.
I was just going to say, that was KNAC in a nutshell.
That's
right
it.
there.
Yeah, there you go.
You go to an event.
Yeah.
You get paid for getting drunk, driving drunk.
Yeah.
Grabbing
I didn't drive. I didn't drive.
Okay, but you grabbed some girl's Hooters.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Totally. And
you got paid for it.
Here's $200. Thanks. See you next week.
The only mistake he made was throwing up in his own car.
And my mom gets in. She's like, "What's this smell? What's all this brown stuff on the wall?"
It's KNAC, Mom. That's what it is. Seafood.
Okay, so there's the story. Now, I have to say that's not a totally unusual one for anybody who did KNAC club appearances. Happened to everybody at least once. But here's what followed after the call ended. The comments are pretty typical of the respect and admiration that we all had for each other, and in particular for each other's talents.
What a dude, huh?
That kid was the best jock that came through that station.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
He's
Technically,
fantastic.
he was.
Yep.
He was technically the best jock that came through
I want
there.
to say he came from radio, like his...
He did. He was at Mars. He was down at that station.
One of his parents was in radio or something.
Oh, really?
Don't know about that, but KNAC was by far not his first radio job.
No,
I think KNAC was like his fifth radio job.
Yeah,
and at the time he started KNAC, he was working 3 radio jobs. He was at Mars.
Yeah.
He was on like K-Light. And
it was on K-Big or something on the
it was
weekends.
K-Light. K-Light, K-Big. It was
I can just see
Carpenters
him there.
all day.
He fits the image.
Woody Fox is what he
right there with Pam and Tom or whoever that does the morning show.
I remember when he came through, I remember calling him a kid. But then when he came on, he had such tremendous chops. I took it back right away. I went, this is no kid.
No.
He had such a stream of consciousness on the air. As soon as he opened the mic, it was bing, bing,
He had
bing,
control of a
bing,
couple
bing.
of different presentations, too. He was a great top 40 jock, and he was also pretty darn good AOR type jock. Yeah. So he had a number of things down, and he had them all up here.
When he came to KNAC, he knew the music, he brought sort of a pop sort of top 40 presentation, but he knew the music, so he had a real interesting take on it.
He was able to, as an actor does, put himself into all of
instant
that. At KNAC, not the other ones, but at KNAC.
But the people at KNAC really liked him because he kept it fast, fresh, upbeat, and he was in and out very quick.
He didn't screw around, buddy. A good deal of that gathering had much to do about our dear Tawn Mastery, the Leather Nun, and next time I'll get into a good bit more of our own personal thoughts on Tawn and her legacy. All right, so thanks for spending the time to listen to the podcast. Do take a moment to give the podcast a like and a share, if you would, please. And if you want to send me an email, do that at thrashpieradio@gmail.com. Keep your eye on your Facebook page for the next Thrashpie Radio Podcast.